PC, what's up, guys? Back on here, man. Man, it's been a while, man. Uh, got a lot of stuff to show. A lot of audiophile stuff that I picked up. This is a lot of stuff that I got in October, November, and December, and a couple of grills, man. I got a jazz grill and a Brazilian grill that I was after for a long time. And yeah, I'm gonna go through it. It's a lot of audiophile, a few box sets. But yeah, I've been watching a lot of people's videos like Lady Soul, JT Record Room, Seeking the Thread. A lot of great videos. Everybody been posting a lot of new finds. Bob Bradley, yeah. So I'm gonna go through and show some of the stuff that I had got. I'm gonna start off with the record store day stuff that was recent. Um, this one right here, Maxwell. I have an original. The new one sounds spectacular, man. This is a European edition. I had two of the U.S. Record store day ones, and I didn't have any luck with them. One of them was warped, and the sound quality kept popping. So a guy recommended me to get the European edition. So I definitely grabbed that, man. This is like the root beer vinyl. This one actually sounds, the reissue sounds way better than the original. The bass is crunchy, real nice sound, man. But yeah, this is Maxwell now. And man, this was a great pickup, man. Another one from the record store day I picked up was the Tammy Terrell on yellow vinyl. You talking about great sounding. I don't know who mastered this, but it sounds spectacular. I remember Patrick was talking about this. He had picked this up. This is a great, great Tammy Terrell record, man. This was around that time. This was like her lost record. This was around the time when she was doing the duets with Marvin. So you definitely had if anybody sees this around, definitely pick it up. It's on yellow vinyl, Motown. Great pressing. Then I grabbed the Jimi Hendrix in Paris, which was smoking, man. This is Paris 67. There was a lot of the bootlegs going around. I have like a bootleg CD of this. You know, him doing Rock Me Baby, Red House, and you name it, he did it. Fire, Hey Joe. So I saw a lot of people was posting this when they was doing their record store day. So a lot of the guys was telling me to check out the one from Walmart. So I definitely picked that one up too. I went out and ordered that one. And yeah, Freedom, Atlantic Pop Festivals. This one's a lot better. But both sound quality is great, but this is, the Freedom has more of an intimate setting. Vinyl Richie was talking about this one too. He said he even likes this one better than that one. Yeah, I spin this one a little bit more than the Paris. I like the Paris. The Paris one is fine, but I'm really a fan of this one here. The Freedom Concert, the Atlanta Pop Festival. I think this one's like 1969. But yeah, definitely check these two out. If you're a Jimmy fan, this is the family edition. So the sound quality, press that quality. You're going to get a great sound out of both of these. Definitely pick those up. And then I was in Dusty Grooves, and they had got a shipment in. I was over in the city. So it was one record store day I was after, and I was surprised they still get it in. I was talking to the guy there, and I picked it up. War. I got it at the regular price. It was $109. But yeah, War. You know, everybody knows the albums in here. Self-titled, All Day Music, World is a Ghetto, Deliver the World, Deliver the Word, Why Can't We Be Friends? Yeah. I've been after this after Patrick been talking about how great this sound. The sound quality of these are amazing. And you know, I was always familiar with War because my mom used to play a lot. This was the record I grew up listening to a lot. This one. Deliver the Word. This is the one my mom used to spin all the time. It's one of my favorites. This is one I always go to. But yeah, having all those other records, Why Can't We Be Friends? This was pressed at Optimal Germany. Sounds awesome. I picked that up. And I also picked up something else I picked up over there. And that was the other thing I picked up on Strut. Vinyl Me Please. Grab that at Dusty Grooves. Patrice Rushen. Straight from the Heart. You Remind Me and Forgive Me Nots. Great sounding pressing. Definitely a nice one. Audiophile Quality. Now I'm going to get into some more heavy hitters of some audiophile stuff. I was at Reckless about a month ago, and I saw this on the wall, and the price was the price of a regular one step. I went ahead and dropped the boom on it. Wow. You a Big Girl Now was like the first song I put on, and I was stunned. This record can't sound any better. Blood on the Tracks. This was number 1249 out of 9,000. Blood on the Tracks. Tango Up in Blue. I mean, this album is definitely in his top rankings, man. One of the tops. Yeah, this Dylan, I was stoked to see this one over at Reckless over on the one on Belmont in Chicago. They had it. Immaculate condition. And then I put an order in June, around October 15th. I got this in. I have to say, this is the best sounding version of this album. I know everybody's tired of hearing about it, but I'm not going to show this record because everybody knows what this looks like. But the UHQR, great sounding record. Yeah, this on the clarity, yeah. And then also, I stumbled on this. I was on some website called Americani or Americai. Somebody was selling this for the regular price, and I thought it was a glitch or something, and I was double checking, and they were selling this for the regular $100. And dude, I jumped on it. I couldn't pass this up. Couldn't. Eastern Sounds, definitely one of the top reissues this year for me. Stunning, man. I love this. I love the cover of this. It's pretty cool. It's pretty slim. Actually, I like these covers a little bit better than I like the hardcover of this better than the one step. One step is a little bit. It's just too big. It's too bulky. It takes up so much room. But yeah, I listened to this record so many times. The Plum Blossom. The song I like a lot is Snafu. That's when it, and then the love theme from Spartacus. Yeah, that this Yusuf is a must have. Man, I know they did it on OJC and there's a lot of different other pressings of this, but yeah, I grabbed it. I ordered this and it came. It came fast. It was like a week. I ordered it. It was a seller. I guess it was a record store in New York had this. And the number on here is 339. I don't know how many did they press of these craft one steps, but this is number 339. Sounds amazing. Now I'm gonna give a shout out to Lady Soul. Lady Soul did a video probably about a week or two ago, and she was telling me about the reissue of one of the Ushers on Vinyl Me Please. I went on the website and I jumped on it. So I grabbed it. Confessions. It's on a yellowish vinyl. Pretty cool. Packed really well. Great pressing of this. Vinyl Me Please. This is one of his popular albums. This is from, I believe, 2003, I believe it was. 2004. This was his classic. The one with Yeah on there, Caught Up, Confessions, Bad Girl. Yeah, this is so glad Lady Soul told me about. She even said, yeah, she ordered it. And when she did the video, she showed this. I was like, damn, I gotta have this album. Because I have his older album, and I was like, yeah, this is one of my favorite albums by the artist. So this was Usher Confessions, Bite on Me Please. Then I go on to Instagram, and there's a guy that I follow. He was telling me, he said, hey, you need to jump on. I remember I saw a thing, Chad was reissuing all the Prestige monos. He started back the reissue campaign. So I jumped on this, man. I grabbed it, the John Coltrane. Right now it's on back order, but they're gonna, it'll be back in stock soon. But I grabbed this, and yeah, this one's cut by Kevin Gray. Has the Kevin Gray stamp and all. Cutting mono 33. I knew I wasn't gonna be able to find the craft recording. They did do a craft recording of this, but I remember watching 45 RPM's video, and he was saying, with this, you will be fine. It wasn't a clear winner. When he compared this one to the craft one step, so I was so glad to jump on this one. I grabbed this one, and it was like 40 bucks. It wasn't bad. It was pretty cool. And then shout out to Dom, Seeking a Thread. He was selling a lot of his records because I think he needed to get some stuff done to his home. So I went ahead and jumped on this, man. This was one of the ones I was missing from my Cure collection, a major hole. And everywhere I saw this record, it was over 50, 60 bucks. But this is the Cure Live. This is 1984 on Fiction. And I'm so glad Dom held it for me. He sold it to me. It's immaculate copy. Quiet. Great pressing of it. And he's doing like all the stuff like Charlotte sometimes, Hanging Garden, and Shake Dog Shake. Stuff from like the top. And yeah, I jumped on this. So thanks, Dom. Thanks. I really appreciate that. Now on to the Brazilian grails. The Brazilian grail. I never could pronounce this. Tabu de Esmeralda. I think that's the correct way I said it. Tabua de Esmeralda. Yeah, this is must have any George Ben collector. I have to say this one's right up there with Forca Bruta. This is right up there. This is on 1974, an original. Brazilian on the Philips label. Killer album. I mean, you talking about Brazil to the fullest, man. This Tropicalia, you name it, man. This is an essential Brazilian piece, and I was so glad to add it to my collection. But yeah, Tabua de Esmeralda, George Ben, Jorge Ben. Yeah, that was one grill. And then here's my jazz grill from the collection I remember showing earlier this year. Illumination and Ron Carter. This was from the same collection. My buddy held this for me, and I was like, I traded some records and everything for this. I had to have this. This was like a double EP, When Farmer Met Grice, on the New York Prestige label. This is an original 1957. Beautiful copy, man. It was based off of 2 EPs. Look how clean that is, man. With them shaking hands. When Farmer Met Grice. Prestige 7086. It's sweet, man. Quiet. This record is quiet, man. Quiet. I couldn't believe how immaculate this record was. I'm going to have to pull it out and show you. I love some of those old school records, the originals, man. It's a beauty, man. And this one has the Not For Sale Really cool. When Farmer Met Grice. Definitely a grill. Next year, I'm still gonna be looking for some more of these jazz pieces. But yeah, this doesn't even have any splits. It's so clean. And the record I'm gonna show here, this one is definitely a surprise out of the new releases of jazz. This is the Cookers. They were touring live. Billy Harper. On the lineup on here is all the classic guys from like Strata East. Billy Harper, Donald Harrelson, Eddie Henderson, David Weiss, George Cables, and then they're comparable on bass, Cecil McBee. You heard that name before. That guy did stuff on Blue Note. He's like the master. Cecil McBee is one of the masters, and Billy Hart on drums. This one right here is it's like album of the year to me. This is like one of the albums. I put that definitely on my list. Top 5 albums of the year, and you know the tracks to check out on here is like the Mystery of Monifa Brown, Destiny's Yours, which was a Billy Harper. It was on one of his albums with that same title, and then AKA Reggie. Check this album out, The Cookers, The Lookout, on Gearbox. Sound quality is amazing. Definitely check that out. Then I picked up the Tone Poet. First mono. This is not Tone Poet, but this is the classic vinyl series. Mono. First one done in mono. Amazing. No non-fill. I got the record cleaned it, put it on a platter. It was amazing. All the way through. Senior Blues, Virgo, Camouflage, Enchantment. This is a staple, man. This album was released in '56. Horace Silver Quintet, Donald Byrd on the trumpet, Hank Mobley, Doug Watkins on bass, and Louis Hayes. This is a tough record to find an original for. And it's funny, all of the ones from this period, this is the only one I didn't have an original or either a second press. But I jumped on this when they reissued that. Then I picked up a McCoy. Picked that one up also. Expansions. This is the Tone Poet. I was missing this one with Gary Bartz and Ron Carter. Expansions. I grabbed that. And the new Art Blakey. Grab the new Art Blakey. Jazz Messengers. This one I haven't heard yet, but I'm definitely gonna check this one out. I've heard it already because I watched Art Blakey's son on YouTube. There's a YouTube video talking about this album. But yeah, this is live in Tokyo. First Flight to Tokyo. This one comes with the cards and a booklet. Sound quality is amazing on here. Yeah, Bernie Grumman mastered this. This is Bernie. Then I picked up a couple of music on vinyl. Grab these guys. This is like a collection. Pretty cool. Music on vinyl does a lot of these collected ones. I have a Kool and the Gang one. So I saw this one. I jumped on it. Grand Funk Railroad. I got to meet these guys. So I jumped on it. I grabbed it. Sounds really good. I hung out with two of the guys, Mark Farner and Mel Shasher. Hung out with those two. Couldn't get to Brewer, the drummer. Couldn't get to him because there was so many people around him. But I got to hang out with them. Mark Farner was so cool. But yeah, this is Grand Funk Collected. Closer to home, all the classics are on there. Earth, Wind, and Fire. I picked this one up. This is a music on vinyl, all in all. Masterpiece album. Sound quality is great. I always call music on vinyl poor man's audiophile. Sounds great. Sounds great. And when I was in the city after I went to Reckless, I stopped in Sugar's Records and I grabbed this Enigma. These Enigma reissues are awesome. With the die cut, This is pretty cool. I'm gonna show you what it looks like. The die cut. They changed the covers. It's pretty cool. This is Enigma. The Scream in the Mirror. This one I believe is like late 90s. Yeah, 1999. I actually like that record. I remember I was working at the music store when it came out. But yeah, this is on orange vinyl. Enigma, Scream in the Mirror. Always kind of dig their music. I got to get their first album. Actually, after that one, grabbed that, and then I went to. Oh yeah, and I also grabbed this one too. When I was at one of the shops in the suburbs, I picked up on Westbound Pain, Ohio Players original, title track Smoking. And then I went to Oak Park Records, hung out there with my buddy. I picked up Belle Bill DeVoe, classic, Poison, Do Me Baby, you know, all the tracks on here. And what a surprise, man. They had that, and I got a UK version of Any Heartbreak. I never knew. Oh man, I didn't. Yeah, original UK. Yeah, this, and it's funny. It's so funny about it. These guys are all they're touring. They are touring next year with Jodeci and Charlie Wilson. They're gonna be doing a live show. I want to try to get tickets. Tickets are expensive, but I'm still gonna try to go check out New Edition. It's all of them, including Bobby's gonna be with them. So they did that American Music Awards with I was gonna say Backstreet Boys. Oh God, New Kids on the Block. They did the Boston their Boston review. So yeah, them being from they're from Roxbury, and then New Kids on the Block's from Dorchester. So that was cool. Then I grabbed this. I ordered this one online, paid a little bit more, got it on the second market. People was raving and raving about this Jeff Beck. Raving. And dude, this record is, yeah. With Rod Stewart, Ronnie Wood, dude, if you run across this album, anybody, pick it up. This album smokes. This album kicks ass. This album sounds great. MoFi knocked it out of the ballpark. I love spinning this record. I ended up, I paid like $80 for it. But forget it, man. I had to get it. I was like, I love it. And I saw Jeff Beck too. So I saw Jeff Beck live, and man, that was Rod Stewart's voice sounds so great with this. And I picked up another album. To me, is one of the top albums this year. Duran Duran. This album sound on white vinyl. This actually harks back to the Wedding album and their earlier stuff like Rio. They went back to their old formula, and it sounds great. Definitely check this album out. If you're a big Duran Duran fan, you will dig this album. The lyrics, the songs, everything just flows together. It gives you that whole. It's just that whole sound of Duran, the slickness and the suaveness. John Taylor and them. Yeah, definitely was happy with that. This was a surprise for me, along with the Cookers. Then a couple of online. This was a couple of online ones. Guy was selling this for like $10 online on eBay. And I was like, oh, I should get that, because I never ran across this record. So I saw it. The guy said it was near mint. It had a split top. So I was just like, yeah, right. So I just ordered it anyway. $10. What could you lose with that? And yeah, album's quiet. Lalo Schifrin, Bullet, one of the classics. I'm a Steve McQueen fan all day. But yeah, this soundtrack is a must-have. Straight lounge and chilling album. And then from the In Groove, I ordered, thanks to Patrick, the vinyl archivist, he was telling me about it. He got it back in. I jumped on it. The Speaker's Corner version. Oh, the bass on here. The bass kicks ass on here, man. Yeah, Lou Reed Transformer, must have on the Speaker's Corner. This one kills the original. It kills it. Yeah. The Speaker's Corner is you know, and it was so funny. You know what? I definitely need to see who mastered this because it sounds so good. You never know when you look on here. Doesn't say. Because at first I was thinking it was Kevin Gray or something, but yeah, it was done overseas. But yeah, I don't know who mastered it, but they did a splendid job with this. This must have Transformer. And then I picked up those Minguses, man. I have original mono copies of Minguses. I don't have any stereos. I had one stereo. I ended up selling it. I had this one, the 45 RPM. I sold it. I ended up getting rid of it. This one sounds better. This one sound. I did the A to B on both of those. This one sounds amazing. The Ryan K. Smith done acoustic sound. I picked up this one, and I picked up the Mingus Mingus. These I do have originals on mono, but I would love to have a stereo copy of my play copies that I play a lot too. It just gives you a whole different spectrum, man, hearing them. Man, these new reissues on jazz has been amazing, man. They've been knock them off the ballpark with all these reissues. Even with this one, I picked this one up too. Got this one too when it came out. New Adventures in Hi-Fi. I do have an original of this, and I give this one the edge because of the vinyl formulation, and you know Kevin Gray cut it. It's just a tad bit better on this one. It sounds better. It's a way better pressing. So great mastering. Can't go wrong with Mr. Gray. And I got this one. Remember Mazzy was talking about this, so I ended up I'm not gonna show the splatter vinyl. I went and got this one here. Love this one, man. This is London Scene, Fela, the London Scene, Smoking, Africa 70. Yeah, this is the anniversary. Yeah, 50th anniversary. Came out the year I was born, 71. Some more stuff. Also picked up this. They reissued, they finally put this back out. Peter Murphy. I love his period from Deep on. Like that little period right in there. But yeah, this one I jumped on because it was a lot of tracks. I love this album, Cascade. These reissues are done really well. Love, that's the old boy from Bauhaus. And I picked up this one. This is a 2-record. This was actually this was released. This is like a Japanese import. Guys, if you see this one, if you're a Chet Baker fan, this was recorded in '87, the year before he passed. It's a 2-album set. There's another set to this called Memories of Chet Baker. I think it's the Memories of Tokyo or Memories of Chet Baker. It's like a green background. So I grabbed this one. I didn't see the other one. I threw this one on. He recorded this. He does a version of 4 Miles Davis, which is outstanding. His playing, it's like he's a 20-year-old kid, a 20-year-old youngster, like when he was young playing. Dude smokes on here, man. He does that, Broken Wind, and then he does 7 Steps to Heaven. I'm a Fool to Want You. He does that, and the people that's playing with him is Harold Danko on piano, Heinz Van de Gien on bass, and John Ingalls on drums. Yeah, this is Chet Baker's Steel. This album surprised me how good it just sound. He was fluid. His playing. I mean, he just on his top of his game. I'm definitely I'm telling you, recommending this one. If you see this one, grab it. I haven't seen it around. I haven't seen anybody talk about this, which is so funny. I learned about this album from a guy from Instagram. So that's how I found out about it. I was shocked. And I picked up this one here. Of course, you had to get this. Love Supreme live in Seattle. Straight up, it's for the vaults, man. This is Coltrane playing Love Supreme live, and you can't get no better than that. And another one from I got online from some website. This was like $20, but they I know acoustic sounds. This is mono. I know Chad talked about the Prestige coming back out, so this one definitely was one I grabbed with Mal Waldron, Paul Chambers. This is Jackie McLean, Jackie's pal, with Bill Hardman. Great record. This is one definitely to seek out. This is gonna be. I believe this was on back order also on Acoustic Sound. I ended up ordering from another site. It was brand new. A guy was selling it for like 20, $30. I just grabbed it, and I knew it was a good record because when I saw Mal Waldron and Philly Joe Jones, I was already sold. I know it's a classic, so definitely look out for this one on Acoustic Sounds. I believe this was gonna come back in stock. It's out of stock right now, but this is cut. It's played in mono. Great album. And last and the final, I did grab this one. And yeah, I got it off of Amazon. I ordered it on Amazon and it came regular. And yeah, it's fine. It sounds good. Ryan K. Smith mastered it. But the Burning Grumman is the one to go for. But I like the cool. I like the packaging. And of course, I like the single that came with it. But it doesn't sound bad. But if you compare it to the Burning Grumman cut, this is a little bit different. The sound stage on there is just like way above. But yeah, 30 minutes, man. That's my end of the year. I hope everybody have a happy new year. And I will have more videos to come in the future. But I just want to show you what I had picked up the last 3 months, man. Man, it was cool, man. I had those great finds, man. That Bob Dylan and the Gigi Grice and all that stuff. Those were like some great finds. I was so happy to get those, man. So I've been spending away, man, just listening to, just enjoying the holidays. And, it's a lot of great music. It's a lot of great music to come next year. You got all this stuff coming out, man. You got more of the Tone Poets and definitely on the lookout for that stuff too, man. So, yeah. Everyone out there have a happy new year. BC forever, Peace out, guys.